I'm going to show you 3 recipes for classic summer salads that are easy to make, big on flavor, and must-haves for those family gatherings, burger cookouts, or as a barbecue side dish. We're even going to make our own homemade dressing for each one. Let's start with a pasta salad that is one of my favorites, Italian pasta salad. The best thing about this salad is it's easy to tweak to your liking. You can take out or add in whatever you like because there's so many ingredients that would work well in this salad. You could even use a different pasta if you wanted, but I like penne for this. We cooked it, drained it, and rinsed in cold water. And to the pasta, I'll add in diced red bell pepper, peeled and diced cucumber, small mozzarella pearls, cherry tomatoes sliced in half with sliced green olives, 1 minced shallot, and some cut up salami. So many ingredients to play with there. Maybe black olives instead of green, pepperoni instead of salami. Maybe you don't want any dairy in it, or you want to use some sun-dried tomatoes instead of cherry tomatoes. This salad is really easy to customize to your family's tastes. For dressing, you can use your favorite recipe or go with your favorite bottle, or just add Dijon mustard to a large measuring cup, along with a teaspoon of garlic powder, basil, oregano, thyme, salt, 2 teaspoons of honey, a 1/4 cup of white vinegar or red wine vinegar. Whisk all that until it's combined. Then take 3/4 a cup of some good extra virgin olive oil and slowly drizzle it in while whisking. This Italian dressing is packed with flavor, sharpness, a little sweetness, and since we made it ourselves, we know exactly what's in it. Pour that beautiful dressing we made and give it a good toss. For some final touches, fresh basil and grated Parmesan cheese. Get this nice and cold and serve it as a side, or let it cool you down on one of those hot summer days and serve this Italian pasta salad as the main dish. Another classic summer salad is the salad of potato. This one is going to be a deviled egg potato salad. So we're going to start off with hard-boiled eggs. We'll bring them to a boil, turn off the heat, cover them up, wait about 15 minutes, drain them, and place the eggs into an ice bath. Next, we'll cook the potatoes. I like using yellow potatoes for this potato salad, and I'm going to keep the skins on as well, but you can peel them if you want, and you do that first. Now, when you're cooking potatoes, it's important to get them all around the same size. To make it easier to cut, you can skim off a little bit of the potato to make it flat, put it on that flat side, and do it once more. Cut that first side into even slices, about 2 knife cuts for this potato. Turn it over on the other flat side and make a slice right down the middle. You should end up with sort of like big steak fries. We'll line those up, give them a dice into about 1-inch cubes. We'll put them into a large pot, cover them with water, bring to a boil, and then simmer for about 12-15 minutes. And make sure you test a potato or 2 before you drain them. After you drain them, let them cool to room temperature. By the way, if you're liking what you're seeing so far, give the video a thumbs up. So we're just going to add a couple of things to this potato salad, including some celery that we're going to cut into small pieces, and half a red onion diced into small pieces. Now in a smaller bowl, we can start to make the dressing, which is more or less deviled egg filling. Slice the hard-boiled eggs right down the middle. Get that yolk out, put it into a bowl, and then we'll set the whites to the side for now. Once you get all the eggs cut and yolks in a bowl, you can gather up the whites and give them a rough chop. And we'll throw those in with the onion and celery. And the potatoes are cooled down, so we'll throw those in the bowl too. It's a good time to season with salt and pepper. I actually missed a step right here. We should have mashed the yolks up first with a fork before adding anything to them, but that's okay. We need to season them, then mash them, then add in your mustard. I'm using a little yellow and a little Dijon. Throw in that sweet pickle relish and mayo. So this is where I realized I didn't mash the egg yolks. so I took care of that really quick. So you want to mix it well, give it a taste, and if it's tasting good, toss it with the potatoes. I like adding paprika to the tops of deviled eggs, so I did the same here on the potato salad. Make sure to cover it up, stick it in the fridge, let it chill, and keep cool until you're ready to serve. There's something that just screams summer with this next salad. I'm going to show you a classic coleslaw, but with a little bit of a twist. Something I've never done before, but it turned out really good. For now, at least, let's just stick with the classic ingredients: grated carrot and fresh cabbage. So you can grate or chop the cabbage, even use a food processor if you have that attachment, or just use a really big knife. These heads of cabbage were huge, so I'm only going to use half of each. You could, of course, use the shortcut for all of this and just buy the bag of coleslaw at the store and skip all the chopping and grating. But if you decide to do it yourself, you want to cut the cabbage up pretty small. I'm slicing it thin and then chopping it up pretty good before adding it to the bowl with the red cabbage. To the cabbages, we'll add in the grated carrots. Now, for the dressing, I like it a little tart and a little sweet. So in a small bowl, brown sugar and apple cider vinegar. Stir that together to dissolve the sugar, and then add in some mayo. We'll toss the dressing with the cabbage and season with salt and pepper. Now you could serve this right away, but it's best to let it chill out in the fridge because it'll actually soften up the cabbage a little bit after several hours. The twist for this recipe: feta cheese. Totally optional. I didn't know how it was going to go when I started cutting it up, but I had some extra feta that I really needed to use, and it was actually really nice. It added a little more creaminess and a really sharp flavor to the coleslaw. And that dressing is perfect because it's just a little sweet, a little bit tart, and even has a slight apple taste to it. A fresh, colorful coleslaw, a classic side dish to any barbecue, and actually awesome topping to pulled pork sandwiches. I know I want to do a part 2 to this video later this summer for a couple more salads. Just need to wait on that fresh corn and those summer tomatoes to get here. Plus, I want to share a chicken salad recipe that's perfect for the summertime. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that video. This is Cooking with Chris, and this was 3 easy summer salads.